Hello everyone, I am Dr. Nagalakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce with Finance in Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science, Coimbatore. I am here to make an explanation for the course Indirect Tax in the unit Customs Duty and the topic overview of Customs Duty. First, we should know what is mean by customs duty. Customs duty is a type of indirect tax. It's a type of indirect tax levied on goods imported. Levied on goods imported into India as well as on the goods exported from India. That is, when we import or export goods from India, that goods is levied a tax called customs duty. Taxable event is nothing but it is import into or export from India. It includes the territorial waters of India, which extends to 12 nautical miles into sea to the coast of India. That is 22 kilometers from the coast of India into the sea. That distance is said to be the limit of India. So, if the goods are moving out, that is, it is crossing that limit, then this customs duty comes into existence. In India, the basic law of levy and collection of customs duty is Customs Act 1962. So there is a separate act called as Customs Act 1962, which it regulates the import and export, the levy and collection of customs duty. Then it provides for few levy and collection of duty on imports and exports, import and export procedures, prohibition of imports and export of goods, penalties, offences, etc. So what that act regulates? It regulates the levy and collection of duty of import and export. So that is this type of goods, this is the percentage of customs duty to be paid for import, for export. How to collect that amount from for the goods which is levied under customs duty. Next, then what are all the procedures to be followed for import and export? And prohibition on import and export of goods. That is, some goods are prohibited not to be imported and not to be exported. So that prohibition list will be provided by the Customs Act. Then penalties and offences for the violation of this duty will also be mentioned in the Customs Act 1962. The Central Board of Excise and Customs, CBEC, is the apex body for customs matters. So the Customs Act 1962 will be exercised by one apex body in order to carry out the customs matter. That apex body is CBEC, that is none other than Central Board of Excise and Customs. Now, customs duty, besides raising revenue for the central government, also helps the government to prevent the illegal imports and illegal export of goods from India. So, normally levy of taxes for the revenue of the government. So customs revenue is for central government. So not only raising revenue is the important aspect, it also helps the government to prevent the illegal imports and illegal exports. So everything should be as per the procedures given by Customs Act to be followed. So it helps to prevent illegal imports and illegal export of goods from India. The central government has emergency powers to increase import or export duties whenever necessary after a notification in the sessions of Parliament. So here the government, central government has the right for what? For the increase and decrease of that import duty or export duty whenever necessary by the government. So it has to keep that bill in the parliament session so that it has to be passed in the parliament session. If it is passed, it will be amended. It will be that is, they will make it as a rule. Next, we are going to see the objectives of customs duty. For what purpose they are levying the customs duty? So, the customs duty is levied primarily for the following purposes. What are the following purposes? Restricting imports for conserving foreign exchange. Protecting Indian industry from undue competition. That is, local, that is national producers or manufacturers should not get affected. The nation's product has to be sold in the nation. Foreign product should not dominate that is local product. So protecting Indian industry from undue competition, prohibiting imports and exports of goods for achieving the policy objectives of the government, regulating exports, prevent smuggling, facilitate implementation of laws relating to Foreign Trade Act, Foreign Exchange Regulation Act, conservation of foreign exchange, prevention of smuggling act, etc. So for these purposes, the customs duty is levied. This is the main objective. These are all the main objectives. Next, we are going to see the types of customs duty. What are all the types of customs duty? We have basic customs duty, additional countervailing duty, export duties, protective duty, countervailing duty on subsidized goods. Next is anti-dumping duty on dumped articles, safeguard duty, national calamity contingent duty, educational cess on customs duty. These are all the types of customs duty. Okay, now we can see in detail what are all these duties. Basic customs duty. Basic customs duty means all the goods imported into India are chargeable to a duty under Customs Act 1962. Whatever goods as per the norms imported into India are chargeable for a duty called as customs duty under Customs Act 1962. The rates of this duty, popularly known as basic customs, are indicated in the first schedule of the Customs Tariff Act 1975. Okay, next we are moving to the second type, that is our additional duty, that is additional countervailing duty. The word additional itself gives an idea that it is levied in addition to the basic customs duty. Okay, this countervailing duty is leviable as additional duty on goods imported into country, and the rate structure of this duty is equal to the excise duty on like articles produced in India. If the for example, one good is there, that good is already produced in India, even though if that good is imported from other country, what the Indian manufacturers pay as excise duty, that amount will be charged, that is, that percentage of excise duty will be charged in addition to the basic customs duty as additional countervailing duty. This is the second type. Third is export duties. Export. So if we make an export of goods from India to other country, for that the customs duty will be charged. That is said to be export duties. Under Customs Act 1962, goods exported from India are chargeable to export duty. The items on which export duty is chargeable and the rate at which duty is levied are given in Customs Tariff Act 1975. So, there is an act called as Customs Tariff Act 1975 where the list of taxes for the goods will be given. As per that list only, the taxes, that is the duty, will be levied on the import and export of goods from India or to India. Okay. So, however, the government has emergency powers to change the duty rates and levy fresh export duty depending upon the circumstances. So, if for example, if the country has some crisis, financial crisis, or if the company, that is, if the country is in the position of war some scarcity, calamities happened, in that case the government needs that is revenue in order to take over all these things. In that case that is the government will change the duty rates. Already we have seen that it will be kept as a bill in the parliament sessions, and the bill will be passed, that will be implemented. Okay, so here the government has the emergency powers to change the duty rates. Next, protective duty. Protective duty, that is in order to protect Indian manufacturers. So here the duty will be charged for those goods. The Tariff Commission has established under Tariff Commission Act 1951, if the Tariff Commission recommends and the central government is satisfied that immediate action is necessary to protect the interest of Indian industry, protective customs duty at the rates recommended may be imposed under Section 6 of Customs Tariff Act 1975. The protective duty will be valid till the date prescribed in the notification. So, in order to protect the interest of the Indian manufacturers and the Indian industry, here by the recommendation of the Tariff Commission, under Tariff Commission Act 1951, the duty will be levied. Next, we are going to see countervailing duty on subsidized goods. If a country pays any subsidy, directly or indirectly, to its exporters for exporting goods to India, the central government can impose countervailing duty up to the amount of such subsidy under Section 9 of Customs Tariff Act. If a country, for example, if China is there, we can take China, where lots of production of electronical goods, we can have it as an electronic goods. They will pay, that is, that government will pay the subsidy for the manufacturers in order to export the goods to India. In that case, if the goods enters India, here the central government will impose countervailing duty up to the amount of such a subsidy. See what percentage of subsidy that exporter gets, to that amount here they will levy the tax, that is duty on such goods under Section 9 of Customs Tariff Act. Next is anti-dumping duty on dumped articles. Dumped articles. Here the word dumped means that is more production of goods from other country. They will export to, if they export to our country, here they will be dumping those goods to our country. In that case, anti-dumping duty will be levied on those articles or goods. Large manufacturers from abroad may export goods at very low price compared to the price in their domestic market. For example, if the value that is the price of one product in their own country domestic market, if it is 200 rupees, but they are exporting that product to India for the price of 100 or 150 rupees. That is low price when compared to the actual price in the domestic market of that country. Such dumping may be with the intention to cripple domestic industry. That is, here Indian products should not be sold. Their country product has to be used by the Indian consumers. If they have this attitude, or to dispose their excess stock, or for example they don't have demand of the product in their country, but they made the production, it has to be sold out. So in order to for that purpose, if they export that goods to India, it may be, that is the case, may be anything. In order to avoid such dumping, central government can impose anti-dumping duty up to the margin of dumping on such articles. Next type of customs duty is safeguard duty. So central government is empowered to impose safeguard duty on specified imported goods if central government is satisfied that the goods are being imported in large quantities and under such condition that they are causing or threatening to cause serious injury to domestic industry. Such duty is permissible under WTO agreement. That is, see, for example, if the goods when we import the goods into our country, but if those type of goods were imported here, it will definitely affect the domestic industry. Means immediately here the central government has the power to impose safeguard duty on those articles or goods. This imposition of duty is permissible under WTO agreement, that is World Trade Organization agreement. Safeguard duty is to provide need-based protection to domestic industry for a limited period with the objective of restoring free and fair competitions. So next is National Calamity Contingent Duty. A National Calamity Contingent Duty NCCD of Customs is imposed under Section 129 of Finance Act 2001 for meeting the calamity contingent, that is flood, earthquake, tsunami issues or volcano issues, anything it may be. When the nation was supposed to meet these calamities, these type of natural calamities, here they have the they have the that is option to levy National Calamity Contingent Duty as per Section 129 of Finance Act 2001. Next is Education Cess on Customs Duty. The education cess of 2% and secondary and higher education cess of 1% of the aggregate duty of customs, excluding safeguard duty, countervailing duty, anti-dumping duty, is applicable with effect from 1/3/2007. So, in order to give education to the poor people and rural people, or the people who are scheduled tribes, in that case the government has the power to have educational cess on the customs duty. So thank you for the patience listening. Hope you all gained some knowledge about the customs duty. Thank you so much for the patience listening.